Howdy, the name's Coasterman, and welcome to part number 4 of the WonderFlame Branson Vacation. Today, I am at Silver Dollar City, and the theme today is water rides. The main reason for this is that today is going to prove to be a scorcher. So, join us for all of the classics that we took on in 2023. Stay tuned. The skyscraper is moving. I have finally caught this thing moving. Look at that, the seat just flipped. That's why this is one of the most thrilling rides on the strip right here. Look at that thing go. Sorry about the finger.
I seen it doing that yesterday.
Yeah, I finally caught it. Alright, so now we get to see the Branson Strip at night.
Oh, we're gonna get to go look at night, Anthony.
I see the Olive Garden sign, and in the background there is the Bigfoot Tower. Two rides on the same tower. We have a saddle sling on the one side, takes you up high in the air and turns you upside down.
Look at that Ferris wheel you rode the other day, Anthony.
And on the side closest to us, there is a drop tower, which takes you up slowly and then drops you down fast. About as fast as gravity will take you, anyway. The drop tower part was operating some time ago, but I didn't think to record it. So, yeah. Then we're over here at the track. I believe this is heavy metal. I don't know. Nope, that is the lumberjack. Never mind. They have the same design and the same support structure, but they go under different names.
Oh, look at that!
That is Whitewater.
Anthony, look at that you rode the other day. Look at
And
it.
that is the Branson Ferris wheel.
Look at that Ferris wheel.
Didn't I tell you that looked even prettier at night?
Remember when you rode it? Yeah. Look at that.
It looks stunning, don't it?
Isn't that pretty?
That is accomplished by LED lights.
Isn't that pretty?
Fun fact, LED stands for light emitting diodes.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, do we have dollars for that?
You already rode it.
Yeah, we already rode that. This is heavy metal. So, and then I'm not sure what the sky coaster is called, but it looks almost just as pretty as the Ferris wheel.
Honey, did you see all them people there? I don't want to go get ice cream there. We will be there until midnight.
Oh, that's a heart! That's a heart!
Pretty.
Oh man! They have that. It must take some know-how to get the LEDs to work like that, to make a heart. Kudos to them for actually wiring that up like that. Very impressive.
Whoa! They make the heart?
And there's the Titanic at night. It don't look much different than in today. As a matter of fact, there's very little here to really show off, so I'll be back here in a little bit. The Clay Cooper Theater,
Look,
and this is Ozark Land.
There's the upside down house at night. Look at all the windows left.
And that is the Digland Adventure Park at night. That's the Crane of Pain right there.
All them all them windows.
Yeah.
That is
So
the
cool.
upside down house.
Oh yeah, and there's Wonderworks at night. Presley's theater, wherever that happens to be. I'm guessing that's it right there. Yep, that's it.
See the upside down house, Anthony?
WonderFlame.
Yeah, look at it. All the windows are lit up.
Yep. That thing, I think that thing only just closed down about 7 minutes ago. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, that octopus is
Oh,
lit up.
there we go. See what I meant when I said the octopus really stands out at night?
Look at it, how lit up on that WonderWorks is.
It's glowing.
Yeah. glowing bright blue.
You want to go there tomorrow, Anthony?
Yeah.
I think that has a fiber optic cable in there. And it looks like it's changing colors just like it is. That is cool. Very pretty. Fun fact, octopi can actually change their colors. Oh man, did you see that water effect before it shut off? Holy moly. And the skyscrapers lit up again. Hallelujah. Do you see that tall ride that's just lit up in all sorts of rainbows?
Anthony, do you want to go to the Dairy Queen, or do you want to go to this, what do they call that when we went in the last time?
Cold Stone?
You want to go to Cold Stone?
I want to get ice cream.
We are getting ice cream, but do you want to go to Cold Stone to get ice cream, or do you want to go to Dairy Queen to get ice cream?
Honey, ice cream is all over the place up here.
And then there's the merry-go-round that we took on earlier during the trip.
I like going to
Okay, hold up your britches and we'll find you a place to get ice cream. How's that?
Okay.
Hold your britches on. Don't let them fall down.
The Grand Victorian Hotel. Man, don't that look pretty?
Which one's the hotel?
That is the Branson coaster. One of the best alpine coasters in the whole town. Yep. There used to be a tower swing there, but they've since taken it out.
That air conditioning's a whole lot cooler tonight.
Yeah?
I think what Branson coaster I would have
Okay.
Yeah, when you get
Wild World. That's a zoo.
there. I've been in there before.
Oh, look at that.
Espresso.
Espresso.
Yeah. And then we've got Shoney's.
Whoa.
This part of the sign is not lit up. Starbucks.
Whoa, look at
And then there's Grand Country, which is home to Splash Country. I think that's the only indoor water park in Branson. If not, then it's the only one we've been to anyway. Then we've got the Outback Steak and Oyster Bar, which we've been to many times. But ever since the last time we went in there and found out that their menu items have changed, we don't like them as much anymore, but we're not discouraging anyone else from doing so. Hey, to each their own, right? Apple Tree Mall.
What, honey?
Grandma, I like when I say
You do? Did you have fun today?
down. Yeah.
It was really impressive. I was.
It was amazing to pull his pedals. He was going upside down 40 times.
40 times.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just
Let's go
just leave it
with
at that. Yeah,
Let's go with that.
let's go with that.
We love that number.
We love that number. We shattered our old record. We just absolutely shattered that record.
We went 40 times, Daddy. Don't you even worry about it.
Yeah. Alrighty, time to get some ice cream. Before we get to any of the water rides, let's take a look at what Silver Dollar City claims to be the world's largest tomato can. I don't know if that claims a Guinness World Record, but hey, that's pretty enormous. It's taller than I am. Even if I stood on that wall right there, which I don't think I'm allowed to do. But I think that is much taller than I am. There's another thing that I have never really looked into in any real detail. This little globe with the water squirting out of it like this. One of these used to be in Celebration City. I'm not sure if they relocated from there, but hey, you know what? This thing is enormous and it's wet. And I think it's the lack of friction caused by the water that allows it to move like that. Up first, in the ride list, we have the Magnificent Wave Carousel. This is a Zamperla wave swinger, and this thing is one of the more classic rides here because one of the first things that I took on when I was, quote, 48 inches, unquote, it was Magic Swings, which is a swing ride very, very similar to this. When I say, quote, 48 inches, unquote, I mean to say that I had some help by some what are called platform shoes. So yeah, that was when I was much younger. Since then, Magic Swings has been completely removed from the park, but I still get to experience the ride experience occasionally due to being able to come up here and riding the Magnificent Wave Carousel, which is now coming to a stop very soon. So, I will be giving my ride review next, soon as this thing stops. Alright. And then it lowers down after the fact, like that. Alrighty. Zamperla really have some nice rides going for them. Really pretty rides and really thrilling rides to boot. Not that this is too terribly thrilling, mind you, but there are some rides from them that are actually genuinely thrilling. Alrighty, and I just got off of the Magnificent Wave Carousel over there. It's just as much a classic as I remember, and it's got all those wavy movements, and it's really just a peaceful ride, to be honest. And these guys have a clear emphasis on safety, so you're not going to be flying out of it anytime soon. At least, not if they can help it anyway. So, I'm going to go and apply me some sunblock right quick because I forgot to earlier, and it's going to be pretty easy to sunburn today. So, I'll get through with that, and then I'll be moving on to the next ride. And it is still in the Grand Exposition. Alright, so this here is Electrospin. Zamperla Mega Disco. This ride spins while going back and forth on a track. It's one of Zamperla's tamer rides, to be sure. Of course, then again, that is considering that they've made something as impressive as Gunslinger at Frontier City, which is a Zamperla Power Surge, which is my favorite type of ride, flat ride of all time. My favorite roller coaster concept is the Aerodynamics 4D roller coaster, which has since been bought by SNS Sansei. So, yeah. This ride is definitely one of the tamer ones in the park. And I chose this angle to feature it because I have come into some issues when making action shots of the rides. So I just want to make one thing clear. If I tape any member of your family when on a ride, bear in mind that I am strictly trying to get an action shot of the ride itself, not your family. So, if you have a problem with me putting them on YouTube, I will take it off. But just note that I will not pay your family member any special attention during a ride. It's always the ride that's the star of the show. So, with all that out of the way, I believe it's about time for me to get on and do my ride review. Alright, so I just got off of the Electrospin. As I said before, it's definitely one of the tamer attractions in Silver Dollar City, but it is the most thrilling attraction in this particular area of Silver Dollar City, that being the Grand Exposition. From here, the rides will be either significantly tamer or slightly tamer, depending on your point of view on some of them. Anyway, let's move on to one of the ones that are definitely going to be considered one of the tamer ones. Alrighty, so here we have the Grand Exposition Coaster, a Zamperla Family Gravity Coaster. This thing does 3 circuits, consisting of a lift hill, a left-hand drop, a helix, and another right-hand turn into the station. And it does this, as I've said before, 3 times. So, this is the second circuit that I've shown off, and it does kind of have a little bit of a bunny hop right at the end, but it's just you know, the ride is very simple. It's pretty forceful, but it's nowhere near as large as the rest of the roller coasters at this park. It's actually the smallest one here. So, with all that out of the way, it's time to give my ride review. If you thought smallest also meant gentlest, you are sadly mistaken. Like I said before, the Grand Exposition Coaster is one of the more forceful rides here at the Grand Exposition here in Silver Dollar City. That ride has a lot of lateral G's on it, and many people would say that that makes it a great ride. And little kids will definitely want to get their start on this one because it is much shorter, and it really showcases exactly what they're getting into when they're going into riding roller coasters. As for myself, it's not the most thrilling ride here, but it's definitely a credit worth getting because it's hardly the worst. Alrighty, so what we have here is the Royal Tea Party. This is a Zamperla Teacups ride, I think. I think pretty much all of the section of the Grand Exposition is made by Zamperla. So this ride is very customizable, much like the 360 bikes. You can turn the turntable to make the teacups turn as much or as little as you want, just as long as you actually get a good teacup during the ride. If you grab a teacup that won't spin very much, and you want to spin a lot, well then, therein lies the issue. Obviously. Anyway, these teacup rides are pretty nostalgic in their own right. I rode the Mad Tea Party in Walt Disney World back in 2003, and before that, I rode some of these in one of Branson's little smaller fairs scattered around. Fairs that I now know are called The Track. So, once the Royal Tea Party stops, I will get on, and when I get off, I will give my ride review. Alright, and I just got off of the Royal Tea Party over there. I chose cup number 7, and I got a decent spin out of it at times. There's a certain corner where you can really spin it around, but every other part of the ride it's kinda hard. So yeah, just try and find that sweet spot, and you should be able to spin that like crazy. Alright, so this here is Elephant March, as a Zamperla Telecombat. This ride is very customizable. You can push a button to go up, and release that button to go down. however you want to ride the ride is completely up to you. If you want to make an experience that's similar to a Frank Herbert's a Hurricane or a Dartron downdraft, you just alternately push the button and release the button to go up and down. If you want a high-flying adventure, you just keep the button pressed. Or if you want to stay low to the ground, like a lot of people seem to, unless it's just empty, then you just don't press the button at all. So, it's very customizable, and the Telecombat is the taller of the two types of rides that are just like this. So, once this stops, I will get on myself and make my ride review after I get back off. Alright. Alright, so the ride looks like it's winding down now. I'll be getting on it very soon after. Okay. Alright. And okay. It's still spinning. There we go. As I said before, the experience on Elephant March is as intense or as tame as you like. For me, I did what I said I was going to during the intro, and I went the whole hurricane route. You know, pressing the button and then releasing it to go up and down alternately. So, it really is customizable. You can really do whatever you want. You can even make it stay about halfway up and just hover there. Just kind of bounce up and down in that general area. But that's enough about the Elephant March. Next up, another nostalgic ride from Magic Springs and Crystal Falls. Or at least reminiscent of it. And here we have the Racing Regatta. A Zamperla Regatta, and probably the fastest ride here at the Grand Exposition section. This ride, I'm not sure exactly how many rotations per minute it makes, but the fact of the matter is this thing goes fast enough to drag you to the outside of the ship. It's for that reason that the grown-ups have to ride on that side in order for the kids to actually enjoy their rides safely. Otherwise, well, let's not think about that too much. Anyway, this ride also reminds me of something that I once rode in Magic Springs and Crystal Falls, which has, as with Magic Swings, sadly been removed from the park. But I haven't been there since 2011, so it's really not that big a deal, to be honest. Still yet, though, being able to ride it occasionally in the form of Racing Regatta more than makes up for it. So, once I get through, once the ride comes to a complete stop, I will be getting on and giving my ride review.
As long as you don't spin them too hard.
Alright. Also, did I forget to mention that the boats come in many different colors? There's blue, red, green, olive green, and it alternates between those colors throughout the whole ride. So there we go. Ride review coming up next. Before, the Racing Regattas are some of the fastest rides in the entire section here. They just move around in those quick circles and have the speed to drag you to the outside. So Yeah, pretty thrilling ride here. Almost as much as the electro spin, but hey, it's really the nostalgia that makes this ride really stand out from the crowd. Alright, let's keep the ship theming alive with the last ride within the Grand Exposition that I missed, the Mighty Galleon. This Samperla Galleon is the standard pirate ship. You swing back and forth, and you don't go upside down because the ride systems are not designed to go upside down. It doesn't have a counterweight in order to do so. Nor is it attached to a boom at the top. It is instead powered, get this, by an automobile tire. You heard me right. An automobile tire is what's pushing this ride to go higher and higher. And when the ride starts coming to a stop, it starts moving the opposite direction of the ship in order to slow it down until it comes to a complete stop. It's really fascinating what physics are at play here, especially with the trick that this park normally employs in order to teach a physics lesson. You see those glasses of water in the center? Those glasses will not tip over. I'm not sure exactly why, but this trick has been performed by this park for years. And I'm not exaggerating. They have been doing this for as long as I can remember. This section of the park is pretty old. Alrighty, so I just left the Mighty Galleon, but not before asking what type of physics lesson was at play for that ride. The physics lesson involved is centripetal force. The glasses are held in place by centripetal force, meaning that they will not move an inch, no matter how high the swing goes. That's because the centripetal force is just putting an imaginary nail in it to keep it in place. So that's pretty cool. So I believe I have ridden every ride here at the Grand Exposition. So I'll be moving on to the next section very soon. Coming up next, we have the Fire Wagon Frenzy, a Samperla Magic Carpet ride, or something like that. This ride is considerably tamer than I think the Zero models, but overall the ride experience is at least similar. You spin around in one direction, then you stop at the top, then you go counterclockwise. It took me a while to realize that it was going clockwise there. So now it's going counter, or as some people call it, anti-clockwise. So once it stops, I will give my ride review. At least after I get off of it, anyway. And it looks like it's just about stopped. Alright, well, there we go. Alrighty, so there we have it, the Fire Wagon Frenzy. Definitely one of the gentler rides here. The vertical spinning movements really set it apart from many of the spinning rides here. But really and truly, it's a ride for all ages, kids and adults alike. It's got a gentle operation that's sure to please everyone. That right there is the swinging bridge. It's not really a ride, it's more of an attraction, probably built in-house. But this is a suspension bridge, and while you're walking across it, you can feel it bounce under you. It's kind of creepy, but kind of cool at the same time. So, yeah. It's pretty cool, really. and I just walked across it, so time to give my ride review. I particularly like suspension bridges, and Silver Dollar City has such a stellar safety record that I would eagerly cross this bridge multiple times a day because it's really that safe. Trust me, Silver Dollar City has your safety in mind. If there's any problems, they're usually reported to the staff, and they're usually pretty on the ball with it. Before I move on to the next actual ride, here's another decoration in the park. I'm not entirely sure what this is called, but essentially it carries water up to the top, and then it drops it out onto possibly a trough of some sort. Anyway, the thing about it is, this could just simply be a water elevator type device. And it's really getting me in the mood for the next ride because the two have something in common. They're wet and thus cool. This is the American Plunge, a bar engineering log flume. This ride is guaranteed to get you soaked. It's not quite as random as the Mystic River Falls, but don't let that stop you from enjoying it. It is a refreshing ride through and through. I'm about to ride it and give my ride review next. Alright, so I've got the American Plunge taken on. It's a refreshing ride in the summer heat. It really cools you down, and it helps to hydrate you. A little, anyway. So now, I'm going to be going to Wildfire, and then I'll be taking on the rides over at Wilson's Farm. And here we have the giant barn swing, an SNS powered screamin' swing. SNS has been bought out by Sansei, becoming SNS Sansei, and has bought out Aerodynamics, which formerly made it SNS Aero. So, a little bit of trivia there for you guys. I don't know how many of you care, but hey, you know what? I sure do, because I'm a coaster head. Haha. Alright, and I just got off of the giant barn swing. That ride is my favorite swing ride of all of them. That is to say, the rides that swing back and forth. I've taken on many pirate ships, but the Screamin' Swing really takes the cake when it comes to those types of rides because it's so much taller, so much faster. Not everyone agrees, but hey, I'm a thrill seeker. What do you expect? Well, I wasn't quite able to ride at Mystic River Falls because it broke, and I got called out anyway, so that'll be the end of the WonderFlame Branson Vacation. I hope you all enjoyed, and if I get everything done, the next episode is going to be a Memory Lane episode featuring my favorite roller coasters of all time. In the meantime, though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Until then, see you later.